In droves, Palestinians in Khan Yunis heed a warning from the Israeli army to flee their homes. This as Israel expands its ground offensive into the Gaza Strip in pursuit of Hamas. The UK is calling it a dark new phase in the war and has taken action against Israel.
I'm announcing that we have suspended negotiations with this Israeli government on a new free trade agreement. We will be reviewing cooperation with them under the 2030 bilateral roadmap. The Netanyahu's government's actions have made this necessary.
The European Union has also announced it will review its relationship with Israel, calling the situation in Gaza, quote, catastrophic. This, a day after the UK, France and Canada threatened to take concrete actions against Israel if the country does not halt its fresh offensive and continues to block aid from entering Gaza. The joint statement was signed by leaders Mark Carney, Emmanuel Macron and Keir Starmer.
As set out in my statement with President Macron and Prime Minister Carney last night. And I want to put on record today that we're horrified by the escalation from Israel. We repeat our demand for a ceasefire as the only way to free the hostages. We repeat our opposition to settlements in the West Bank. And we repeat our demand to massively scale up humanitarian assistance into Gaza.
Israel has now eased its complete blockade of the territory after it halted the flow of humanitarian aid for 11 weeks. The United Nations says a handful of trucks have so far been let into the Strip, but far more supplies are needed as humanitarian groups warn of a looming famine in the enclave of 2.3 million people. There has been an extreme shortage of essential goods in Gaza since the resurgence of the war, including food, water and medical supplies.
حياة صعبة بشكل يعني بنسمع عن اللي هلا بيجي تسع سيارات اللي بقول لك 12 سيارة وكله كذب يعني مش مبين علينا أي شيء بمرق علينا والله ما في حالتنا حاجة.
Despite the desperate situation in Gaza, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has condemned the leaders of France, Britain and Canada, suggesting in a social media post that they are offering a huge prize to Hamas and continued to press for total victory in Gaza. The country's intensified air and ground attacks on the enclave, killing more than 460 people in the past week, according to Palestinian health authorities. Nearly 53,000 people have been killed in Gaza in the past year and a half of war. And Israel is ignoring calls to pull back on its offensive.
אנחנו פועלים לפי תוכנית סדורה ועוברים לשלב הבא. חמאס ישלם את מחיר סרבנותו. הוא יתקל בעוצמת אש. נרחיב את התמרון, נכבוש שטחים נוספים, נתאר ונשמיד את תשתיות הטרור עד להכרעתו.
For those struggling to survive in what's left of war-torn Gaza, this means more displacement and destruction lie ahead, as international pressure fails to make any breakthrough in the escalating conflict. James Lynn and Rosie Grenenger for TaiwanPlus.